Hello guys, today we are again with you in Moscow. In the previous episode we walked with you along the old streets in the center of Moscow. We could see the decoration of those wonderful streets. We walked along Rождественка Street and along Kuznetsky Most Street. For those who missed the previous episode, the link is under the video. Please watch this video. I think you will enjoy the wonderful atmosphere. So guys, in this episode I invite you to go shopping. We will visit with you Moscow luxury shopping malls. We will go to 3 big shopping malls in the center of Moscow. We'll have a look at the wonderful decoration of these shopping malls. About 1 week before the new year 2025, and now a lot of people are very busy with buying gifts for their friends, for their relatives. Today guys, we start our walk from Teatralnaya Square, the very famous square in front of the Bolshoi Theatre, the main theatre. It is well known not only in Russia but all over the world. And the square in front of the Bolshoi Theatre traditionally is decorated very nicely. It is an old tradition, and usually if you come to Christmas holidays to Russia, you will see a lot of light decorations on this square. Some time ago, the Bolshoi Theatre started the auction. It was online auction, and they sold tickets to the Bolshoi Theatre, to the belly, which is called Щелкунчик. And you won't believe, guys, this year the tickets were incredibly expensive. One ticket approximately 2,000 American dollars. Yeah, guys, that is not 2,000 rubles, 2,000 American dollars for one ticket to a belly. That is, guys, incredibly high price. I don't know, only VIP persons and very rich people can afford to buy such tickets. Of course, for ordinary people it is out of imagination. Ordinary people, of course, cannot afford to go to the Bolshoi Theatre, to the belly, with such prices. So in Moscow, the salaries are higher than in Moscow region, for example, or in some other cities of Russia. But even for Muscovites, such tickets are incredibly expensive. Average salary in Moscow is approximately 100,000 rubles. That is approximately 1,000 American dollars. That is the average. Of course, some people earn more, some people less, but well, if you get 1,000 American dollars per month, that is considered a rather good salary in Moscow. In my town where I live, the salaries are lower, approximately 600 American dollars, 700 American dollars per month. Here the salaries, guys, are per month, not per hour or per year. So if you ask someone how much money do you earn, usually you will get an answer, some sum of money, and it means per month. So not per year, not per hour. So with such salaries and with such high prices on tickets, of course, ordinary people cannot afford to go to the Bolshoi Theatre. So guys, and next to the Bolshoi Theatre, one of the luxury shopping malls, it is called TSUM, Центральный универсальный магазин, but I think TSUM, that is the name that is world famous. A lot of people know this shop as TSUM. If you remember, some time ago when we went to Sadovod market with Alex, so there was a video from that market. Also, I will leave the link for you under the video. So there was the shop where it was possible to buy package. Here, guys, the package. bags, sticky tape, packets, everything for packing the purchases. And the packets, paper packets from TSUM, were among the packets on the shelves in that shop. Here, guys, to have a packet from TSUM for many people is a big privilege. And those who cannot afford to go shopping in such an expensive shopping mall, they buy packets on such markets as Sadavod, for example, and go around the city with such packets. And they try to show that they have money, they are rich people, and they have the privilege of shopping in such an expensive shopping mall. So, guys, but in the reality, that is, well, just to show off. To show to the people that you have money, but in reality you have just ordinary salary, and of course you can afford to buy nothing in that shop. So we will walk with you along the ground floor of this shopping mall, and then, guys, we will go to the Red Square, because on Red Square there is also a very luxury, very expensive shopping mall. It is called GUM. In front of TSUM store, a wonderful exhibition of designers' fir trees. Very famous people decorated the fir trees and put them on display in front of the store. I loved how this year this square in front of TSUM store was decorated really very, very nicely. Unfortunately, guys, I cannot post the video with the original sound. Here was very loud music, and because of the copyright, I cannot simply post such episodes on YouTube.
Ага, но вы на них лизу сделали, правильно?
In front of the GUM store, a wonderful Christmas bazaar or Christmas fair, GUM Yarmarka. But we will visit this fair, this Yarmarka, in the next episode. I will show you two very famous Christmas bazaars in Moscow. Please subscribe to the channel and please subscribe to my Telegram account, because now YouTube almost does not work in Russia. And if you would like to get in touch with me, if you would like to follow my so-called YouTube career, please subscribe to my Telegram account. The link is under the video. All the news, all the information, all the updates will be there in my Telegram account. Also, if you would like to support my project, you can follow me on Patreon. I have two Patreon accounts. The links are also under the video. But today, guys, I invite you to GUM store. The videos from GUM I mostly film for my friends from Canada, for Bradley and his wife Debbie. They love GUM store, and I film when I come to Red Square. I try to film the GUM atmosphere for them. security control near the entrance. They asked me, and not only me, everyone who has bags, they asked to open them. And we are, guys, in the GUM store. In one of the previous episodes from Moscow, I showed you the GUM store in autumn colors. And now they have New Year decorations. They change decorations several times a year. In winter time, usually here the most beautiful ones. The loud music here is playing, but today is incredibly loud music. Or maybe, guys, I have to say something. So at the moment you can see the fresh baked bread. So some buns. Also here is tea, cappuccino, espresso. Трдельник большой $5, трдельник маленький $4. Cappuccino and espresso about $2-3. But traditionally, guys, here people buy ice cream. So now, guys, we will explore this store a little bit. We'll have a look at the decorations. As for GUM store, it is translated as Государственный универсальный магазин, but usually no one translates, and even if they translate into English, they just write the first letters like GUM. It is several rows, very long rows. To the right over there is Red Square, and we just walk along the Red Square with you. So this store goes from the beginning of the Red Square up to the end of Red Square. Here, guys, as I have told you, several rows, and in the middle they usually put some big fir tree. Here was some fountain in autumn, and it is now here behind this decoration of the fir tree. And in the old times, when we had no mobile phones, they usually make such announcements. If you lost your friends, your relatives, meet in the center of the store near the fountain. That is here, guys, the very center of the store. I think now we will go with you upstairs. Over there is the better observation point. That is a 3-storied building, guys. It was built in the 19th century. I will write you the exact date on the screen, but very, very old store. The roof is in the shape of the dome over here. And to the right, to the left, some boutiques. Also here is a very lovely cafeteria, столовая. It is in that far part on the 3rd floor. And also here is some supermarket. The prices here, of course, rather high, but well, for those who stay in the hotels nearby, many stars hotels, very expensive hotels, usually they do not pay much attention to such high prices. So besides, they are here for just a few days, and I think they can afford to buy the food with very high prices. But usually the shops here are empty, as you can see. In the center they put some small tents with souvenirs. Traditionally those are some toys, New Year toys, New Year ornaments. No prices here, guys. I cannot tell you. This ship, 22,500 rubles, about 225 American dollars. This one near the squirrel. guys, we are with you in the center of the store, near the fountain, which is covered behind this fir tree. And traditionally from this very place, hello flies to Canada, to my friends Bradley and his wife Debbie. I think, Bradley, you would love the atmosphere here. This year it really looks wonderful. This episode, guys, is filmed during the weekday, about 5-6 o'clock in the evening, and here you can see a lot of people, but they are mostly Muscovites or those who work in Moscow. Not very many tourists now in Moscow, even Russian tourists, because we are going to have winter or Christmas holidays in a few days. Will be approximately 10 days of holidays. No one here will be working, and usually all the tourists come to Moscow for these long holidays, for 10 days, for 3 days, so it depends on how much money people would like to spend on New Year holidays. But usually during this 10 days, the first 10 days of January, here are crowds of tourists, and Muscovites try to come before the New Year or after this New Year holidays, starting from the 10th of January, approximately like that, because all the decorations, all the fairs that you see in Moscow, they are not just for 1 or 2 days. They start to decorate Moscow in the beginning of December, and such wonderful Christmas decor will be approximately up to the end of January. So guys, Muscovites and those who live not far from Moscow, they prefer to come in December or in the second part of January. And during winter holidays, here are usually tourists, crowds of tourists, really crowds of tourists, especially now when the borders, so they are not closed. If you have money, you can go to Europe, you can go to foreign countries far from Russia, so on the other side of the planet. But many people simply cannot afford to go abroad, and that is why they travel inside Russia, and the most popular places to come for holidays, those are St. Petersburg and Moscow. St. Petersburg is incredibly cold in winter time, and that is why people prefer to come to Moscow. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed this luxury shopping tour with me. Ordinary people can afford to sit in some cafes, to buy ice cream, and also window shopping is not forbidden. We can enjoy all this wonderful atmosphere, this magical Christmas atmosphere that you see on your screens. So guys, if you like this episode, please put thumbs up. If you have any questions, please write them in comments. If you would like just to say hello, also write such comments. Thank you for watching, guys. In the next episode, we will continue to explore Moscow. As I have promised, we will visit with you Gum Yarmarka, famous fair, famous Christmas bazaar on Red Square, and also another fair not far from Red Square. So please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Once again, thank you for watching. Goodbye. See you soon. Пока. Пока means goodbye.